Hey YouTube, it's me Robin. I'm coming to you during the day. I'm excited to be making a daytime video. Um, and it's not about fasting. Uh, I'm coming today actually. I just had a conversation with a friend a couple of hours ago, and most of my videos come from conversations I have with people, and this is no exception. So we were talking about inner circles and friendships, and I just wanted to come on here and talk to you about our friendships, you know, and what I think about friendships because we may have different takes on what a friend is. Me, I know that when I was growing up, sorry, scratching my nose, but when I was growing up, I knew that someone was my friend because if they would tell me I had a booger in my nose, or if they would tell me that my breath stinks, or they would tell me, things like that, like my outfit wasn't nice, or I didn't put it together correctly, or they would teach me how to dance, so I didn't make a fool of myself. Like I knew that was my friend. I knew that, and that's just how we decided. Well, if she'll do all of this stuff, then she's my friend. Yay! So this is like 1990 though, 1991. I was born in 81, so you have to see that this is what I was doing as a child, 9 or 10 years old. This is how I decided whether or not a friend was a friend. So now I ask people, well, what do you what do you think a friend is? Like, how do you determine whether or not someone in your life is your friend? And I hear so many different things, and a lot of them have to do with, well, they'll just tell me if my life is messed up, and they're not afraid to tell me anything, and they're not afraid to say, I look crazy, or it has a lot of stuff to do with what they're not afraid to say. I've noticed is how people decide whether or not someone is their friend. If they put them in the friend category, remove them from the associates box and put them now in the friend category. And I've been thinking about that a lot, and I'm just wondering why we haven't evolved in the way we choose our friendships. Why we haven't evolved. Why is the same criteria that we used in 1990 still being used today in 2011? This we have evolved since 1990, and I'm talking about even our levels of political correctness. Like we don't we were very politically correct in the 90s, a lot more than we are now. Now it's no, not so much. People don't really care about people's feelings a lot these days. Strangers will come up to you and tell you you have a booger in your nose. That doesn't make them our friends. That just means that they're just going to tell you. We feel differently about saying things that people used to not say, that people just used to look at or make fun of. So we can't keep using the same rulers of judgment for a much different situation, for a much different time, for a much different set of circumstances. We can't keep picking our friends for the way we picked them as children. And so then it got me to thinking about my friendships and what do I expect out of my friendships? And what do I expect out of myself as a friend? And originally I was thinking maybe I should call my friends, but I don't need to call my friends. Like I know what kind of a friend that I am. I know that I am in a relationship with my friends. I am in a relationship with them. I don't have a friend, a person that I call a friend. I don't have a friend that I'm not in a relationship with. Not one. Now, we have our marriages, our partners, our significant others, and then we have our friends. Well, to me, they're all one and the same, minus, the obvious thing that we don't do with our friends. But everything else to me is the same. There is a vow. When you're my friend, we know we didn't go and exchange rings and that, but that's not something that's always been done either. There wasn't always an exchanging of rings. There wasn't always a ceremony in a marriage. But in my friendships, you know that once I've decided that I'm in a relationship with you, that once I've decided that you and I are friends, we're together, now not only am I going to tell you when your clothes look raggedy or you have a booger in your nose, because that's not an indicator of a friend to me. That's a given. That's not something that needs to be commended. That's expected. So that's not even something to talk about. That's we're just gonna take that off the board. But as your friend, I'm going to be there to guide you. I'm going to mourn with you, cry with you, laugh with you, have joy with you, be happy with you. I'm going to go through life with you. As your friend, I am going to give of myself until I can't give anymore. As your friend, I'm going to take that dream that's inside of you and I'm going to help nurture it and I'm going to help water it and I'm going to help it grow, and even bigger than that, I'm going to hold you accountable to everything that I know is in you as your friend. As your friend, I'm going to be there between sunup and sundown and anything in between that. Whenever you need anything from me, I'm going to be there in any capacity that I can. As your friend, I'm going to sacrifice not only myself, but I'm willing to sacrifice our friendship if I see something in you that is not right. If I know that you're going to get upset with me, if I come to you with an area of your life that is severely lacking, that is detrimental to your progress, that is detrimental to your growth, and I know that you like what you're doing or you like where you're at and you're comfortable. And when I come to you and I bring it to you, I know there is a chance that our friendship will not survive this conversation. I am willing to have that conversation anyway. I am willing to put myself and my friendship on the line to save my friends. And with that, this is why I don't have a lot of friends. This is why I have acquaintances. This is why there are people I go shopping with. This is why there are people I go to the supermarket with that we, clip coupons together. This is why there are people who are in my life for certain reasons. But my friends are few and far between. And that's because the type of friend that I am, the type of friend that I expect myself to be, the type of friend that of what I put out in my friendships, I cannot have 10 friends. I can't have 8 friends. I can't have 5 friends because it's so emotionally draining. It's so taxing on me in everything that I put out that I can't put out so much all over the place. You can't give 100% of yourself at any given point to 30 people. There's going to be a lack. I don't feel like I have a lack within me. I don't feel like I'm at a loss. But I don't have so many people I'm calling my friends. I don't have so many people that I'm devoting myself to, that I am in relationship with. I don't have so many relationships running around here. I'm not. You know how we've become serial daters. If I don't like what you did, then I don't have to be with you because I'm too good for this. And so we do the same thing with our friendships. We say, well, she did such and such and such and such, and so I don't have to deal with you. But everyone I'm in relationship with, I love. And I'm not talking about that love that they talk about in the R&B songs. I'm talking about the love that the Bible, the 1 Corinthians 13:5 type of love that tells me I am not supposed to envy. I am not supposed to boast. I am not supposed to hold grudges. I am supposed to not only forgive, but I am supposed to forget. I'm supposed to throw that into the sea of forgetfulness. Whatever you have done to me, I'm supposed to allow it to be fresh and new each time you ask for forgiveness. I'm supposed to love you unconditionally. I do not have any type of condition on our love. I will do anything for you. I can't give that to so many people because then what would I have? What would I have left? So I really just came on here real quick because I just want to invite you to explore your friendships, because in my life I'm looking for authentic living as well as authentic friendships, authentic relationships. And I think the way to achieve authentic friendships is to understand that we're in relationships and build on our authentic relationships so that we can have type of friendships that we want, so we don't have to go from friend to friend to friend to friend to friend looking and searching for something that isn't there because we're not putting it out ourselves. Okay? Yep. So that's about it. I just wanted to come in real quick, and I love you and have a beautiful day.